Mexico City has almost 400 neighborhoods. There are even neighborhoods within a neighborhood. It's insanely overwhelming to explore the largest city in North America. So I made this ultimate guide to 9 best and most fun neighborhoods in Mexico City so you can choose where to go and what to eat. You'll be having Aztec potions, ant eggs, eye tacos, world's best bars, and much, much more. I'll also tell you my ultimate favorite barrio.
How romantic is this?
Centro Histórico was once in serious decay, but Bill Gates of Mexico, Carlos Slim, poured millions into downtown, and now it's a World Heritage Site, the next Soho in the making. World-class museums, palaces, cathedrals. I just kept coming back for more. You can experience the limpia, a spiritual cleansing, tour the ruins of the Aztec Empire, savor an ancient drink called pulque, sip mezcal at the Tequila and Mezcal Museum, meet mariachis, even get a charcuterie of creepy crawlies, and taste local wine and cheeses, or eat the eye tacos at the renowned Los Cocuyos stand visited by Bourdain himself.
Oh my god, oh! This is childhood! I love that everybody's here is very nice and they wave at you.
Caution: avoid walking around at nighttime, and don't venture out to Tepito with street gangs. More about Centro through the link at the top.
I just heard a huge thud. I think someone got into an accident right over there. But, whoa!
Next to Paseo de la Reforma, in a sliver of a neighborhood called Colonia Cuauhtemoc, I got worried that we're in a troublesome part of town. But it turned out the movement of Planton 420 is taking place.
We have brownies, cookies, and muffins, and truffles.
Is it with weed?
Yeah,
I thought it's illegal.
this is a project.
It's a project.
Yeah, student project.
So it's like a controlled government project.
Yeah.
Under the current president, Mexico is trying to legalize cannabis use. I'll cover more in detail in the video at the top. So Colonia Cuauhtemoc is mostly chill and residential, locals being more of a buttoned-up business crowd. Just take Rio Lerma, the main vein of this neighborhood, and check out spots like an Uruguayan steakhouse, Don Asado, or classic churro chains like Churreria El Moro.
I almost forgot that I was in Mexico City. Right in the middle of the city, you can find these amazing parks where you can just find a shelter.
Have you tried escamoles, eggs of the 40 ant? Did you know it's considered a Mexican caviar? In a trendy neighborhood of La Condesa, you can find many revolution restaurants like Azul that's bringing back ancient recipes. Enjoy the protein-rich eggs like the Aztec emperors back in the days. And as it's super hard to harvest, it's considered a delicacy and almost impossible to find outside Mexico. When you ask people where to stay, what are the best neighborhoods of Mexico City, you'll hear Roma Condesa, Roma Condesa. Roma and Condesa are actually sister neighborhoods that are both charming, safe, with a huge cafe culture, but La Condesa, being slightly more upscale than Roma Norte, you'll find more cutting-edge restaurants to offbeat shops, like La Totoaba with Sonoran bone marrow tacos, Oaxacan restaurants like Pasillo de Humo, speakeasies like La Hampa, and one of the best 50 bars in the world, Baltra Bar. I'd definitely stay here the next time. More on Condesa through the link at the top.
It's like, reminds me of Inception. All these like buildings, like, what a view.
Pequeñas las brasas.
Polanco's giving me very corporate, yet stylish, very business type of district.
Next to the sprawling Chapultepec Park, Polanco is the Beverly Hills of CDMX. It's designer shops, galleries, and the most acclaimed restaurants in the entire country, including Alvarez Pujol. But I only came here for the sci-fi-looking museum of Sumaya. The museum is breathtaking, modern, with so many well-known artworks to see. But I'm just not a fan of posh neighborhoods with bad traffic, so I parked my money elsewhere.
El que no apoya, no folla.
Named in honor of Benito Juarez, the neighborhood of Zona Juarez isn't really presidential and boring, but it's one of the most fun neighborhoods in Mexico City. Investors are pumping money. It's becoming more and more hip with the best nightlife, quirky cafes, watering holes like the Handshake Bar.
I can see the people. Oh.
Bienvenido a Ciudad de México.
One of the top 50 bars in the world is the size of a small living room, with guys and girls intensely dedicated to their craft, slinging cocktails, joking around, electrocuting people, and it's simply the best bar experience you'll ever get. More on Juarez and nightlife in Mexico City through the link at the top.
Now the question is what?
I know, because we're not gay. But we were in
You are not gay.
No.
First
time here, seriously.
Hola para gringos.
Remember I told you there's a neighborhood within a neighborhood? Zona Rosa is inside Zona Juarez, but considered a neighborhood all on its own. Zona Rosa is particularly known for its gay bars, drag shows, and clubs. So when I got into Vaqueros bar, I got major bombastic side eyes. For sure, everybody thought, oh, some lost gringos. But I had a blast dancing and shooting mezcal with the guys right there. If you're visiting Mexico City with family and friends, then definitely take the gang to Xochimilco. Get them drunk and fed on the trajineras, listen to mariachis, and see the ancient canals dug out by the Aztecs centuries ago. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the lungs for Mexico City. And I'm telling you, you do need the gang, because I had trouble finding people to share the boat with. More on Xochimilco, check out this link right here.
Look at the line. I want you to learn of my mistake and order your tickets online. I don't want to be cruel, but I think it's a very well-known fact not to wear shorts in Mexico City.
7 miles to the south, there's romance in the air. Colonia Coyacan is a historic and culturally significant neighborhood, making it laid-back and somewhat utopian. Coyacan was an important Aztec settlement, meaning place of coyotes. It's also where Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera's house is, and also the house of Frida's crush, Leon Trotsky. You can also check out Mercado Coyacan, buy local fruits, eat at the food stalls, or just circle around Coyacan's historic center. I can't forget pastel de elote at Cabo Coyote, filet mignon with Oaxacan mole at Los Danzantes, and the long-awaited mezcal tasting at Corazón de Magui. It might sound cliché and predictable, but Roma Norte is my ultimate favorite. Okay, hold on, yes, it is a heavily gentrified neighborhood, a lot of foreigners, but you wouldn't stand against its charm. There are hipster cocktail bars, along simple taco joints, sprawling libraries, Octavio Paz would approve, quirky cafes. There are locals who are willing to listen to your broken Spanish and explain the ways of Mexico City. And most importantly, it lets you dream. You'll ask, can I stay here for the rest of my life? And I like that Roma Norte still has a bit of grit compared to Condesa, and not too busy like Centro, more central than Coyacan, more charming than Polanco, and more laid back than Zona Juarez and Rosa. To see Roma in more detail, check out my video right here. Okay, so these are the best and most fun neighborhoods in Mexico City I've been to. Please let me know if you have any other suggestions. And if this video helped you in any way, give your girl a thumbs up. I hope you have the best time in one of the best cities in the world. Explore all these neighborhoods in CDMX, dive into food, talk to locals, and if you have any questions, slide through my DMs. It was your favorite Mongolian girl. See you soon.